Good morning, it's Robin and I wanted to show you some deep breathing exercises. And why is deep breathing important? Well, we all know that we can live for, a few weeks without food, a few days without water, but only a couple minutes without oxygen. So oxygen is really important for our life source, right? And if we're not breathing deeply enough, we're not getting maximal use of the oxygen. We're not taking in enough oxygen for our body to use fully. So I'm going to show you some deep breathing exercises and we'll go from there. So first of all, what is deep breathing? How do you know if you're deep breathing? You can tell by your stomach. So if I breathe in and my stomach is going in, that means I'm breathing from up here. I'm breathing from my chest and I'm not breathing into the lower parts of my lungs. And it's actually 2/3 of your lungs is below your diaphragm. So the majority of your lungs, you're only using about 1/3 if you're breathing that way. So when you breathe in, your stomach goes in and then you breathe out and your stomach goes out, that means you're breathing through your chest. So that's not deep breathing. So we want to do the reverse. You want to put your hand on your stomach and you want to feel it go out when you breathe in. And then it goes in when you breathe out. And that means that you're using your diaphragm and you're filling up the lower lobes of your lungs. So the lower lobes of your lungs actually have even more capillaries than the upper lobes. And the capillaries are where the oxygen is exchanged from, it goes from your air into your bloodstream, right? And then it's taken to all areas of your body and it goes into your cells, and it's super important for all cellular processes. And if you're not getting enough oxygen, and that can happen during periods of stress too, where we tend to just breathe really shallowly, you're gonna feel tired, you're gonna feel drained. Like think about how you feel at the end of a day when you're stressed out. You feel exhausted, right? And so a big part of that can be deep breathing, or the fact that you're not deep breathing. So something to pay attention to in the day. So I'm gonna show you 3 different exercises that you can do, and it doesn't really matter what you pick, just see, you can try them all, see what works best for you. It's just 3 different ways of kind of accomplishing the same thing. So in the first one, you're gonna put your tongue right behind your front teeth, like that. And then you always want to breathe in through your nose as much as possible, because there is a purpose to those nose hairs, right? They clean stuff out of the air, and your nasal passages make the air moist so that it's easier on your lungs. So you always want to breathe in through your nose if possible. So you're going to breathe in through your nose and then out through your mouth. Okay, so for the first exercise, it's all counting. All of these 3 exercises involve counting. So you're going to breathe into a count of 4. You are going to breathe, hold for a count of 7, and then breathe out to a count of 8. Okay, so here we go. Okay, that was not good. Let's try that again. Okay, so we're going to breathe into a count of 4. Okay, one more time. And do it with me, because you're going to notice a difference in how you feel. And remember, when you breathe into that count of 4, you want your stomach to be going out. The first time I did it, I was totally breathing into my chest. So you need to breathe into your stomach. Okay, so if you do that about 4 times, then you're going to feel like a deeper sense of relaxation. It's going to bring your heart rate down. It's going to bring your pulse down, and you're just going to feel like you have more energy and like you're more relaxed. Okay, so the second one is where you breathe in to the count of 2, breathe out to the count of 2. Then the next time you breathe into the count of 2, out to the count of 3. Into the count of 2, out to the count of 4, into the count of 2, out to the count of 5. So that's the cycle, and then you start again. And so let's try that and see if I can do it. It's hard for me to count and show my fingers at the same time, but I can't talk while I'm doing it. Okay, so we're going to breathe in to the count of 2. In. And you're going to repeat that for a minute. It's like a minute-long breathing exercise that you want to do. And I already feel so much more relaxed. And then the third type of breathing is square breathing. And this is what we actually have taught our girl guides to help them relax, especially if we're camping or something and they're feeling anxious. You know, it's nighttime, they're not settling down and they're feeling anxious. Then square breathing is something that they can do. They're focusing on then the counting instead of their anxiety, and it can really, really help with anxiety as well as energy. So who doesn't want to bust some anxiety and some stress at the same time? So we're gonna breathe in to a count of 4, and then we're gonna hold for a count of 4, we're gonna breathe out for a count of 4, and then we're gonna hold for a count of 4. So that's why it's like a square. It's like inhale, hold, exhale, hold, okay? And they're all 4 counts, okay? So, ready? And again, you're gonna want to do that about 4 times, and then you're gonna feel the effects. And it's just gonna relax your body. It's gonna make you feel better. So give it a try and comment with what you thought. Did you feel better? Did you feel more relaxed? Did it help you? I would love to hear back from you. And I hope you guys all have an amazing day.